Show me your news.
So Joe, I know you want to talk about something. Do it now.
Show me your news.
Joe, show me your news.
If that becomes a thing, I'm walking out the door.
I want it to become a thing. It fits so well now.
You say you want me to leave?
It fits so well now.
So things are going down at Konami, and not fun things, apparently, except, not according to Konami, nothing's going on, but that's bullshit.
Yeah, total bullshit.
So, there's a very good chance that Hideo Kojima got fired. Or quit. We don't know the details. Let's start with the beginning. So apparently on NeoGAF and Reddit, they were looking around. I don't know why they were doing this. I guess this is just like their weekend activity or something.
Just they can't wait for MGS5 to come out, so they start just looking at images on the different websites.
They look at the images and Konami's executive list or something. And then they realized, upon looking at the list of Konami's executives, that Hideo Kojima was no longer on that list. And on April 1st, I guess, Konami announced they were doing a bunch of restructuring and stuff.
Great time to announce it, April 1st, by the way.
Stop doing that, world.
Seriously. Nintendo Direct on April 1st. It's not a joke. Like, stop. Push it a day. I know
Do it on April 2nd. It's not hard. And then people were like, well, I mean, that's nothing. We're fine. Then Kojima Productions site went down. It redirects to a Metal Gear website. And then the Twitter account Kojima Pro Live, at Kojima_Pro_Live, tweeted, MGS fans, we're officially moving to at Metal Gear_EN. Follow us now and don't miss out on all the latest news. Basically saying, like, Kojima Productions doesn't exist anymore. They changed the name of the Kojima Productions branch that was making Metal Gear Online. I don't remember what it's called now. It is now called Konami Los Angeles.
Yes.
Studio. They started removing a Hideo Kojima game from Phantom Pain websites. It does not say that anymore.
That's the weird part. And it's not just Phantom Pain, it's previous Metal Gear games. So, like, the Legacy Collection on PS3, that's gone.
Really? I did not know about that.
Yeah.
I just knew about the Phantom Pain one. Oh, that's actually really shitty. Mm-hmm. You guys can't just go retroactively do that. That's not how it works. So, the speculation became that Kojima's leaving or was fired. Either one, while I'm worried about the two games that Kojima's currently making, was currently making, maybe, I don't know, because I want to play both of those games. Good for him. Yeah. He's very obviously wanted to get out of Konami for a while.
Yep.
He wasn't it like Metal Gear Solid 3? He was like, yeah, this is the last Metal Gear. And I don't want to make anymore.
Even at 2. He's done it so much.
I think Checkpoint is another very shorthand video news for video games that I watch on YouTube by the Letting Ready Run people, and they did a joke about how Kojima's been saying that for years, and they would keep pointing like this ties into a past story, and then they would go into that. They would go back to the clip of that past story, and then back to a different clip of that past story, and then they started making new clips for like stories that went back to the 1940s. And I guess his last tweet, which I didn't see this until I started reading these articles, he just tweeted, heading off, and it's a picture of Big Boss getting into a helicopter. And I guess people are taking that as a sign. That seems a little much, guys. Hideo Kojima posts a lot of weird pictures.
A lot of food.
If this is...
Yes, he does.
If this is ominous to you, you have not been following Hideo Kojima.
Mm-hmm.
So then I guess they recently put out an official statement, and this I did not hear about. To sum it all up, Konami said, yeah, he's still here, and we're still making the games, but we're not saying more than that. And people said, yeah, cool, can we hear that from Kojima himself? To which Konami plugged their ears and said, blah, 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 I can't hear you, blah, 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 blah. One of the most interesting questions GameSpark asked was, is there truth to the rumor that Kojima production staff are being restricted in their email and internet use? Holy shit. What? that's not a thing that should be happening. And then, yeah, they said that's basically true. Their reasoning is, and I quote, so that the staff could give undivided attention to development. That is not game development, that is detention.
Yeah. My guess as to what happened with this is probably a power struggle, and Kojima lost out. He could probably justifiably say, like, look, my series that I'm heading up is the only thing pretty much keeping your company afloat.
And it is. Like, Konami doesn't do anything else. They make the Lords of Shadow series, but that is never going to be as big as Metal Gear.
Hey, man, Pro Evolution Soccer, like, serious business. Like, I know it can't compete with FIFA, but whatever.
When this started happening, I saw a bunch of people commenting that they were pretty sure that at this point, we may be hearing about Konami closing its doors within the next 2 or 3 years.
That wouldn't surprise me.
And you know, nothing of value will be lost. Somebody else will get a hold of Bomberman. Somebody else will get a hold of Castlevania. Hideo Kojima might get Metal Gear back. And at that point, who cares?
Right. Yeah, and it would serve them right. I also see some people talking about, like, oh, we should boycott the Phantom Pain. I don't think you boycott the Phantom Pain, because it's still a game Hideo Kojima made. At least, thank him in that respect.
Yeah.
It's the plans. Yeah, exactly. It's the plans that Konami has for Metal Gear games afterward, which apparently they're hiring now for. They plan to continue the franchise. Now, let's be honest, it won't be the real Metal Gear games, obviously, if Kojima's not involved.
Yeah. No.
But they still want to continue the franchise, almost like, a Metal Gear Rising sort of thing as a kind of offshoot. Now, Rising, a great game. Show your boycotting through those games.
And here's the thing. They've already made a Metal Gear game without Kojima's help. That game was called Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, and nobody likes it. It's so bad that I'm pretty sure it's not considered canon. That's why Kojima went back to making Metal Gear again.
I forgot that even existed.
Exactly.
Yeah. So now the real question goes to another franchise, and you mentioned another game that Kojima may or may not be involved with, which I'm pretty sure Kojima Productions has also been taken off the website for Silent Hills.
That bums me out.
That bums me out a lot. I want that game. They can't just not make that game now. Like, they've done too much at this point. PT was too big for them to just straight up not make Silent Hills now. So obviously they're going to. But I want Kojima to be involved. Kojima wanted to make a Silent Hill game. Like, when they asked him, hey, any other franchise you'd want to work on, his immediate answer was Silent Hill. I want to make a Silent Hill game.
I want to make people shit their pants.
It would be so fucked up.
Because there hasn't been a good Silent Hill game since, I want to say 3. But I don't have a super big experience with that. All of my Silent Hill knowledge comes from two best friends play. One of their members, Pat, is a very big fan of Silent Hill. And he really likes Silent Hill 3. And I think Shattered Memories is considered a pretty good game as well. But for the most part, Silent Hill has not had a very good track record recently.
No, I mean, I'm with Yahtzee. I prefer 2 at everything. The last one I played was Homecoming, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
I watched a Let's Play of Homecoming and Downpour, and they both looked awful.
They are awful. I played through them. I played that one extensively so I could get all the achievements, and I was like, yeah, I'm done with this shit. What did they even do to Silent Hill? They've killed it.
I hope this doesn't mean the death of Silent Hills, and I hope that Kojima still gets to work on it. Maybe there's some truth to their whole, oh yeah, Kojima's still making games for us. He still works for us. We're cool. We're buddies. As they put sunglasses on the corpse sitting next to them so that you can't see his eyes are closed.
Weekend at Kojima.
Weekend at Kojima.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, I would too. With that music and everything. No, I mean, I think it's probably he's doing contract work until the game finishes, and maybe he stays through December at best. But yeah, he's probably out the door.
I know,
and then it also contributes to Donna Burke, who has sung some of the recent Metal Gear themes, from Peace Walker And most recently, Sins of the Father, the theme from at least the E3 2013 trailer of Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. She basically went on her Twitter and basically it seems to almost confirm that he was fired.
Yeah, I saw that.
And people are like, that's not like really known. Like, why are you saying he got fired? And she's like, well, it's kind of been known for like the past few months in the media, and it's like, but not that he was fired. I mean, take it what you will. It's the singer of the theme of the game. So I don't know how much insight she has, especially when Konami says those claims are categorically incorrect. But that just may be more PR talk. So I don't know.
That's them knowing that if they straight up say, yeah, Kojima's no longer with us, everybody's going to take Kojima's side because nobody likes Konami. We all like Kojima.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
And I hope Kojima gets more work. I mean, whether it is in game development or if he finally wants to make a movie, because he is very cinematically focused, and not just in his game development. He's a huge movie fan. He watches tons of movies. So if that's what he wants to do next, I mean, have at it. You've earned your rest and what you want to do and relax. It's almost like Sakurai in a way. Like, you've worked too hard. Take a break. Enjoy life. Thank you for all you've done, and good luck to your future ventures.
Well, there's also a lot of speculation. I guess something between Kojima and Hideki Kamiya led to a lot of speculation that I think Platinum might have said without saying that if Kojima's not at Konami anymore, that there's a place for him at Platinum Games.
Dude, could you imagine?
So,
holy shit. That'd be a team-up of epic proportions.
That would be amazing. I want that. Here's the thing. I truly think these are the death throes of Konami. I don't think they're going to last much longer after this.
The way game companies last these days, I wouldn't doubt it.
And like, Konami's old. The only reason Nintendo's still around, and Konami, I think, might be older than Nintendo. The only reason Nintendo's still around is because they still have the console market and they have like all their franchises. Konami has those franchises, but they're not using them, and I hope they die. I hate saying that because I always hate the thought behind that is, oh, I hope all these people lose their jobs. That is not why.
Right.
That is not what I'm saying.
We hope the company dies, but the people get jobs elsewhere and do better.
Yes, I want the company to die so that their IPs go to people who will actually use them.
Fair enough. Show me your news!